after we left Efteling, we returned a rental car back in Amsterdam, and then we took the train back down into Leiden. Jim, he still talks about how, riding the trains, riding the buses, and all the mass transit was, his favorite parts about, visiting the Netherlands. And, he really enjoyed that. So we made it to Leiden, and then we, got checked in at our Airbnb, which was a really nice apartment above a candy store on this street that you see us walking down here. And so we were a week without a car after that. And it was really nice, just to be able to walk all around, Leiden, and get to see everything and be, so up close. You're not disconnected from a car like you normally are. And, in the town or the city, it was just, completely amazing. It was really unlike anything, in the U.S. with all the, the biking and all the canals around, and there wasn't a lot of vehicle traffic. It was mostly all foot and bike traffic actually in town, and it just made everything very enjoyable, and just made everything just make you feel closer to the city. The kids loved the canals. Anytime that we could get a chance, they were wanting to see the water and be close to that. We took on Wednesday they had the market downtown, and Jim, being the little adventurer that he is, he loves fresh fish, fresh market food, things like that. So at 9 a.m. in the morning, he's wanting to queue up and buy some fresh fish to eat for breakfast. And he always cracks me up with his food. And we took one day and went on a canal tour, and that was just amazing to see the city from that perspective, and kind of get the background of everything, and just to hear the stories about the city itself. It was very interesting, all the different little all the history that goes along in the city. There's much more than you would really ever expect. The canal boats, they were actually pretty interesting. The roofs would actually lower whenever you went through some of the smaller tunnels, and they actually lowered to the point at some times that I was actually folded over onto my lap and couldn't hold my head up, because it was so low to clear the bridge or the tunnel that we were going through at the time. But everyone really enjoyed that. It was a really great time. We also went to a science and medicine museum. That's what this thing's from. They had an amazing theater, and this was actually projected onto the ceiling and the walls and everything around you as you were watching it. And it was just a really full sensory experience, and it was pretty cool. Kind of explain the history of science or history of medicine and astronomy and things like that. They also had a really cool courtyard, for the kids to play, and I guess it was kind of set up to demonstrate the canals and the water control that they have there, and the kids just had a really good time with that. And Shirley got her, pastry and tiny coffee. So probably the kids' favorite day while we were in the Netherlands. We took almost one full day, and we took the bus north to Nordwijk, and we went and saw the dune parks and the beach, and they absolutely loved that. I mean, I enjoyed it because we got to see some old World War II German encamp or battlements and stuff like that. And, I found that really interesting. But as soon as we hit the beach, though, even though it was in the 40s, the kids, they both instantly had to lose their shoes and just play in the sand at the beach and things like that. And Jim just had a great time. This was right up his alley. All the interesting seashells to find, and all the just things to dig through the sand and find that. And it just made for a really nice day, even though my kids were the only kids on the whole beach. Going barefoot on this day. Really couldn't complain though too much about the weather. It was it was nice for, I guess, for a European springtime. It wasn't that sunny summer weather, but it was still very delightful. It was nice to get out and and just walk around and see these things. And the beach was beautiful, even though it was as cold as it was.